We're on the second leg of our Farm to Plate episodes, and last week I visited a livestock farm on the outskirts of Lagos. And as refreshing as it is, seeing all these happy animals, everyone who eats realizes that some of these animals will eventually sacrifice their lives to feed us. Domestic livestock, most commonly slaughtered and processed for food, include beef, so that's your cattle, including veal and buffalo. Then there's sheep for lamb and mutton, goats for goat meat, pigs for pork, deer for venison, poultry like chickens, turkey, ducks, guinea fowl, aquaculture, and even some common insects have become delicacies around the world. I'm on my way to the Abbatoir at Abule, Lagos, where I'll be meeting up with an independent cattle rearer from Selina Farms in Osun State. It seems a bit daunting, but along with my natural morbid curiosity, it's always intriguing to look at a part of a process which we very rarely get a chance to see. These are some of the same variety we saw at the farm. But unlike the carefree atmosphere there, these cows are destined for another fate. Some more reluctant than others, it seems. I suspect they might feel something isn't quite right about this walk. Shola Omidiron from Selina Farms is going to hold my hand through this whole process.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
I'm here with Shola Omidiron from Selina Farms in Osun State. We're here at the Abbatoir in Agege today to see what happens to the cows when they come from the farm and they get ready for slaughter. I must say, I'm not really happy to see anything dying.
Unfortunately, we all have to eat.
I know.
So one way or the other, we have to go through the process.
And our two friends over here
Yes.
are ready for
They are
the next
ready.
stage. And what's that going to be?
Okay, the next stage when we do our own processes, we actually take them to a scale that we have installed here,
Right.
so we can get their live weight. So once we weigh them, then we now put them back to the line of no return, and then that's when the process starts.
Is that what they call it, the line of no return?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I see they've got a lot of ropes and things through their nose. Isn't that uncomfortable for them?
Yes, it's a little bit, but it's because the way they are, a little bit kind of tough animals, that use it as a method of controlling them.
I see.
Yes.
And they've got beautiful horns.
Yes,
Are we
they do.
dealing with two male cows? Or
Yes,
is there a male?
always. We always only do male cows.
Because the
Only do bulls.
females are for
breeding, yes.
So we never kill female cows?
We don't kill female cows.
I see.
Most of our females, which is the ones we have on the farm, are for our breeding program.
Ah,
Yeah.
saving the women.
Yeah,
Okay.
always.
Right. All right. I guess we better get out of the way and let.
Yes. We have to
whatever.
actually be at a safe distance.
Good, because
they're not too
they
happy.
got those horns. Don't look very friendly. And,
Not quite.
And do they know what's going on?
Not yet. But after now they can see being dragged on, that's when they know something is going on.
Really?
Well, as they're still stationary here, then it's a normal thing for them.
Yeah.
But once they now pull them and they're now putting them and pulling them to go and get weight, they start getting a bit excited.
Nervous.
Yes.
I would too.
Yes.
Poor cows. Anyway, as I always say, it's part of life, right? So
Kind of, yes.
Where do
Kind
we
of
go?
things.
Do we stand?
I think we're better on this way.
Okay.
And then because they are going to take them
We're
around
gonna
there.
take them
So
around
we're going to
there.
go around this way
Okay,
and wait
cool.
for them and see them being weighed.
Fine.
Okay? All right.
All right.
No
Off we
problem.
go.
Off we go.
The benefits of human higher intelligence gives us foresight and, of course, free will. But these animals are very much at our mercy. In this case, you can sense that somehow raw intuition has kicked in and an easiness. And it's going to take more than one skilled worker to move these two beasts.
To make that supply shop price.
Right.
So that's
So do individuals ever come to buy, a cow and just have it in a pen ready for them for their parties or things like that? Or
well, not here. Where most people buy from is actually where they call the Cara,
Right.
which is the open market. Most of the ones here is probably butchers other people who want to process the animals.
You have to respect their strength and watch where you put your body. These cows still want to remind you who's stronger than who. Although the livestock here are waiting to be processed, they're well looked after till their time. Spacious, clean pens, and all the food and water they need. Sheep and cow side by side, munching away, some on their last meals before the walk of no return.
That's what the animals are weighing.
The first part of the process requires the cows to be weighed. It's supposed to start a paper trail, which begins with a pre-slaughter weight.
I just don't like seeing it.
I'm sorry. So this animal is being weighed, and as you can see, the weight for this one is 311 kilos. That's the live weight for this animal.
That's the scale.
Yes, that's the printout of the scale. Can you print out the receipt? So it's going to press it. So this is part of our process.
And why are we weighing the cow? I mean, it might seem like a silly question, but
Well, it's actually part of our process in terms of knowing what the live weight of the animal is, what the carcass weight is.
Right.
So, we sell per kilo. You understand? So based on that, we need to know what every weight is at every point in time.
So the cow now is getting closer to its final destination, as
Pretty
you
much,
say.
yes.
Yeah, and they seem pretty peaceful.
Kind of, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
It depends.
Maybe I'm having a calming effect
Probably,
on the cow.
maybe he's actually interested in what we're doing.
But he's watching us. He's keeping a close eye on us.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one cow.
So that's one down.
Now the
So they're
second.
going to leave this one out,
All right.
and then they'll bring the second one to go
which
through
way
the
is the cow
simples.
going?
No,
This
it's going
way?
to come out this way. It comes in through here and it goes out this way.
Back
Yes,
there.
back
All
there.
right, fine.
Cow. Usually they're not this cow.
All along the way, more weighing will happen, and is continuous, even up to the point where we buy at our respective butchers, per pound or per kilo, etc. Now it was more weighing in for the second cow. Almost like two heavyweight boxers, although in this arena there would be no boxing today. So finally the animals are escorted down to what's called the final destination, the point of no return.
So now they're leading the animals. We're going towards the point of no return.
Point of no return,
Yes,
all right.
that's where the slaughtering will be done.
It's a narrow pathway.
Very narrow, so they shouldn't have a lot of
So
movement.
are we going down there?
Yes, we're going to go
All
down
right.
there. Okay. So we're here at the point of no return. So the animal is going to be slaughtered. And then from here, then as you can see, they're going to hold the leg up of the animal and then the processing starts.
I see.
So it's going to be hoisted up in
So
the
what's
air.
going on over here? What's all this?
So that's the whole process. The animal will be hoisted, and while it's upstairs, they're going to take off the skin, and then it goes all the way to where they take off the offals. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I'm a bit nervous right now because I don't like seeing anything killed. I don't like seeing life ended, especially by human hands, but of course we all have to eat. So I've been told that the cow that's over here is going to be killed and then hoisted up and have all the other processes take place. All right, let's get to it then.
Okay.
All right.
The animals are secured in a contraption which isolates their neck area and are swiftly exited with an extremely sharp knife. It isn't easy to watch. There's a whole team of people involved, quite used to what needs to be done. So while I, a layperson, is readjusting my emotions, the floors are being continuously washed down, and the cows hooked up to the conveyor system for the next process. The skinning process has now begun.
It's the usual neck or the very small neck. I mean, this very small head No neck. Yes, sorry, no neck, yeah.
And the head removed.
Pomo comes from the head,
Yes.
and also the rest of the skin is also considered pomo.
Of course.
Yeah. So, but we have clients who want the head to be completely deboned.
Right.
So there's a way they process that separately.
It's going to be a team effort.
I see it takes a whole team of people here
Yes.
to get things done.
Yes, it is. Some sort of division of labor. And then you see some of these women here, if we are processing the offals and the skin, they move to where they do the offal processing.
Right.
They have a still.
Standing around.
And there's a constant use of water here, as we can see. Power tools are used to remove the lower legs and hooves. That's pretty tough to get through, even with the sharpest of knives. And again, everything is hosed down.
So I'm really up close and personal right now to everything that's going on. The cow is getting skinned, and after that, it's going to be gutted. That means all the guts are going to be removed. It's been really, a mix of emotions. I've been upset when I saw the cow being killed, and now I'm just really interested to see the process, step by step. Good stuff.
The rest of the skin is being removed manually, to a point, before it's completely pulled off by a mechanized system.
There's a constant use of water here. Everything is sprayed down meticulously, every moment. Every time a certain process happens, instruments are rinsed off, the floor is kept clean. I'm really impressed with the process and the cleanliness here.
I need this guy in my kitchen to come and give my knives a really good seeing to.
I've been told that both cows have to be at the same stage of development in the processing process before they can be moved on for gutting. So we're waiting for the other cow to get to the same point as this one, half dressed.
The skin is going to be pulled off, I think, right about here.
Mechanically.
Right. So after the skin has been pulled off, then it goes around the corner to where they're now going to gut it.
Still on this walkway.
Yes, still on the same conveyor. It's a conveyor. Yes, it's a conveyor. Yeah. So that will happen. After that, it goes around the corner to where it's now going to be gutted, and then it goes into a stainless steel, and then the processing of the offals happens behind that wall.
Okay, we better get out the way.
Yeah, I think so.
Chains are linked onto the carcass.
I think we should go back there.
Yeah.
And this odd-looking contraption will pull off the skin. With continuous help, the skin comes straight off. Sometimes I just wonder what clever person invented these type of machines. Now for the second skin, and we're left with two totally naked carcasses.
Good morning.
So how much does a cow like this actually weigh now? How much less does it weigh now that the skin is off?
Okay. When it gets to carcass level, you can expect anything depending on the breed, because what happens is lightweight, that includes all the offals and everything. So we can't really I won't tell you what the carcass will weigh until they've taken out the inside. Everything else is off except the inside. So by the time the inside comes out, you expect about 50 to 52% of the live weight.
Wow, interesting. Must have been so close to a freshly sorted cow. Look at that neck, that neck bone. I love that part. Do people eat the hump?
Oh, yeah.
They do.
Tozo,
Never had hump.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah. It's called tozo. Have you ever heard of tozo?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, that is tozo. That's the hump. Yeah.
What's inside the hump? Do you know? Is it just cartilage?
It's meat,
Okay.
a bit of fat, but it's kind of a different meat actually.
Right. Incredible.
The torso is split in half and is later going to be removed for sale at the butcher's. And wouldn't you know it, more washing down. These carcasses are squeaky clean, and not an insect to be seen anywhere.
So I guess
Once the carcass is power tooled open, it's gutted completely.
Incredible. I mean, that's a deep cavern in there.
yes, quite.
It's all guts.
It is.
Now we've lost maybe another 200 kilos.
No, it's not that much. But quite a bit actually. They all added up. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Offal processing starts with the liver being trimmed, and that's one huge liver. While the carcass is washed yet again, we moved on to the processing room. The processing area is the sterile prepping area for removing hair from hides, cleaning and washing of parts of the cow for the consumer.
She's processing part of the, that's probably the intestine she's doing. Yes, she's clean. They're cleaning them, everything is all stainless steel, and then it's all going through the drainage over there.
Right, so again, water.
All the time. So they are processing it, they're going to push the belly out,
Right.
turn it upside down, and they're going to wash it and get it ready for...
That's our shaki.
Yeah, that's our shaki, exactly.
So all this green stuff, is it used as fertilizer or anything? It has no use,
Well,
no further use?
on the farm, although we don't process on the farm for now, so it's only the waste that we use as manure.
Sure.
But for here, I think they just use it as waste. They actually just goes as waste. Sorry.
And how many stomachs does the cow have?
I think it's two.
Two stomachs. These
Yes.
almost look like sausages. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. So this is the actual
Those are the
skin.
intestines, yeah.
So this is the part of the intestine that no waste product
Huh?
went down.
What is it called? Roundabout.
This is roundabout.
Yes, this is
One of
roundabout.
my favorites.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it being so huge. Normally I remember them being, so it's
They're,
probably the
they're
small
pumping
intestine.
water into it to clean it.
Clean it out.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So are any of these used as sausage processing?
Not currently, no.
Hi. How are you?
So I think most of the ones they use for sausage, intestine, pigs and lamb, yeah.
This is a little bit too tough for
A
that.
little bit, yes.
Some skin, shaki.
Yeah, these are shaki.
This is the stomach.
Yeah, the stomach.
It's
The
one
inside
of
of
the
the stomach.
two stomachs.
Yep,
Okay, so it's being thoroughly washed out,
thoroughly.
and then this gets cut up into pieces, or
Well, we don't do that, but that's what the butcher will do.
right?
Yeah,
Some people also know this as tripe.
yeah.
Tripe is an ingredient for many types of soups and stews in West Africa.
When you see it in the butchers, though, it tends to be pearly white at times.
By the
is
time
that a
they finish
bleaching
with them.
process that they go through?
No, well, I guess it might depend from butcher to butcher, but usually we just try to clean it as much as possible where there's nothing. They're going to put it in hot water, so maybe that's by that time that's when it turns white, or it
see.
becomes whiter.
All right, let's go and have a look at that.
Yeah, come on.
So this is boiling water.
Boiling water.
Really?
You see the steam coming out.
I do. You've got a big burner here as well. Look at that. It's changing color a little bit.
Yeah, it's peeling off.
Yeah, it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. So that's that white.
White you're talking
that
about,
I'm
yeah.
talking about that I always
Yeah.
see in the butchers, not the dark one.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes you see, look at that. Wow.
All peeled off.
As I said, your hands must be
Made of steel.
made of steel.
Yeah. No feelings in those hands no more.
So you're not feeling the heat. I saw your hand going nearly inside.
How long?
13 years.
How many
Wow.
years?
13 years.
13
years.
years doing this. My goodness. Then your hands are made of asbestos. Truly. There's another cow tail.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts of the whole cow
Okay,
tail.
all right. It's what we call an oxtail.
Yes, absolutely.
Over at the scraping section, work has begun removing coarse hair from the hides. These are removed with sharp tin edges and knives. It's a continuous cycle before the hides are put in hot water. This hide has been scraped and boiled, and you can see how smooth it is now.
Over here we have the oxtail
Right.
being scraped after it's been
That's
through
right.
that boiling process.
Right.
I like this part
Okay.
very much. It's what I'm going to use in the kitchen
Nice.
to make beautiful oxtail stew.
Fantastic. I'm
So
sure
there's my
you like
tail.
it. All right. Nice. I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
I know I
You'll
will.
probably see a different taste in it too.
See how easily the skin comes off now
Yeah.
that
It's been parboiled.
it's
Yeah.
been parboiled. Incredible. So many hands to make this happen.
Oh, definitely. It's a whole process. I mean, look at
certainly
it.
is. Yeah.
Probably about 10, 12
And
people.
it's very quiet here. That's one thing I've
It is
noticed.
quiet.
Everybody's just doing their job.
Job, yeah. They all
I
know
love
what to
that.
do. Yeah. They all focus on what they're doing.
Right.
Some days we do as much as 12, 14 animals
So you
in
have
one
to
day.
just keep concentrating. There's no time
Yeah.
for...
So now it's pretty easy and all that.
here's
That's why we also have time that we engage in them.
Right.
But if it's like we're killing 12, 14 animals
just
in a day,
couldn't be here.
no, we won't be able to do it.
I feel very fortunate. Thank you.
Yeah, that's okay. We're going to go and follow the beef to see where they are now. So after, we want to compare what we had at live weight. After it's been killed, the head decapitated, it's been gutted, and the skin off. So we're going to see what the real beef will be left with. So we're going to go to the scale and see that.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Yes. Oh, thanks.
The cows have been cut into 4 halves, and they're going to be weighed again.
So what we are looking at is weighing about 158 or something? 153 for the carcass weight.
I see.
The half steers are pulled along for the last abattoir process, cutting into quarters. What an interesting experience it's been, seeing the machine, human and mechanical, responsible for all that's taken place. The coal truck was standing by for all the parts of the cow which were destined for the butcher's shop, fully chilled to keep the meat as fresh as possible. I'll be following their journey and the beef to the butcher's next week, and I hope to see you all there. Bye-bye.